Hello, welcome to LLG's Random But Real podcast, where you'll hear conversations about any and all things random with an entree, not a side dish, of mental health advocacy. I use my performance, communication, and literary art skills to bring awareness about mental health and other topics. Therefore, whether I'm singing, speaking, or writing, it is my desire that my words will be melodic, just like music to your ears. Welcome to LLG. That's me, Lisa L. Gilliam's Random But Real podcast.
Welcome to this edition of Random But Real with your host, One Senior Lady. I'm excited to have my friend here, James Smooth Robinson. Say hello to the people, James Smooth.
Good evening, people. How are you? Glad to be here with you, one singing lady, Miss Lisa.
I'm so glad that you're here. And I hear you may be with a special woman today. Who would that be?
Yeah, my first love, the number one lady in my life, my mama.
Hi, Mama.
Hi, who is that?
Lisa again.
Oh, hi.
Hi, we're saying again, we had to do it again. So happy birthday to you. You are on the podcast. So say hello to the people, Mama.
Oh,
Say hello.
yeah, hi.
Hi, we're wishing you a happy belated birthday. It's such a blessing just to have another year of life.
Oh, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
you.
You're welcome.
And may y'all and your family stay blessed and safe also.
Thank you.
Yeah,
She's
my
so
mom's sitting
beautiful.
here watching her Friday night SmackDown. She loves wrestling.
Oh, really? I did
Yeah.
not know that. I used to like
Yeah.
wrestling when I was younger too.
Yeah. I guess I was kind of was forced on me, but it was so fake. So
You didn't like it too much. Okay, well, you're
Mama.
allowed. You're allowed. You played real football, so that was enough SmackDown, maybe.
Yeah,
You got to hear other people.
that was the real SmackDown.
Absolutely. And so, as you all know, this show we deal with entree of mental health, but it's random but real. So we talk about different things, and so sometimes I just like to have my friends on, and I was asking Smooth how long it's been since I've known. Well, it's been 10 years, I could say that. But I asked him how we met, and so he got it right. Tell the people how we met, Smooth.
Okay, so the initial, I guess, meeting, introduction was I was doing a show for some of our colleagues, former schoolmates and
Yes,
friends and
Shanice's 40th
family.
birthday. Yeah.
Yeah. And so that was our initial. And then later we met at open mic karaoke. We met again.
Yep. It was actually at A1, and that was my first time going to A1. Y'all, the DMV, DC, Maryland, Virginia area has the bomb karaoke spots, but most of us actually sing for real.
Yeah, people always say they're getting a live concert.
Exactly. And so my friend actually, one of my exes, I don't know if hopefully you're okay with me saying this, Kyle. He actually tagged me the other day and was just like, some of us want to hear, well, I'll just say David, like, meaning, the people who are maybe intoxicated in singing as opposed to those of us who actually sing for real. It was so funny though. I was like, say it to my face, but it was funny because my friends, they went to my 40th and they were like, Lisa, this isn't karaoke. This is a concert. And for me, it was just fun. But I can't help it. I got some singing friends. I just have some singing friends. So shout out to Cal for that comment. But he likes to come and hear us sing too. So we're friends, and he will come to karaoke and support. So he won't sing. I don't know why, but he will support. So so let's see. You played ball at Union. We share Virginia Union University, y'all. And we found out that we both went there, and then that just kind of was an instantaneous bond. We were already cool because we had the love of music. We found out Union, and then I found out that I was actually at one of his I guess, impromptu birthday parties with Shanice and Tonya.
Right.
And Tracy, because Tracy was celebrating her birthday too. And I knew Tracy,
Mm-hmm.
but I didn't know you at the time. And then to find out that I was like, hey, I was there. And it was like all of these like connections. You know how sometimes you feel like you're supposed to meet a person, feel like our paths were supposed to cross. And Smooth is like one of those people that will tell you stuff in love and get on your nerves at the same time. he bombing me out, Joe. I'm like, oh, okay, you're right. And I can own up to it, but I appreciate having family. Like I say, I don't know what I say. I adopted myself into their family or they adopted me into their family, but him, his wife, his daughters, those are my peeps.
Yeah,
Definitely my peeps.
you're my sister and you're their aunt.
Yep, absolutely, absolutely. I'm very proud of just to see, where they've become or where they're coming. I was looking at the pictures from the presentation because my nieces, my biological niece and my adopted niece, have are promoting to the ninth grade. And so I was like, oh, I remember that little girl. Like, it's so interesting to see how fast they grow up.
Oh
So
yeah. Oh yeah.
beautiful young ladies. So, you said, so you played ball at Union and then you coached a little too, right?
Yep. Played at Union, then I coached at Union, and then when I left, came back home. I coached high school in DC
Okay.
for about 12 years. Yeah, yeah.
Wow.
So my way of giving back, wanting to give back, both on the field as well as inside the building. So yeah, I went from the corporate America, if you will, to education, and so that's been my passion ever since.
Yeah, yeah. That's another love we share. Both of us are educators. Although I don't like to be in the classroom, I like assisting people outside of the classroom that are in the classroom,
Me
as
too.
well as the scholars. Yeah, well, that is true. You definitely do that. And so, how long have you been in education?
Ah, man, long, long time. So you want me to tell my age now?
I mean, I didn't say your
It's
age.
close to 25 years now. I've been in education. Yeah, yeah,
Wow.
yeah. Working with students with special needs. You know, and initially it started out with working with adjudicated youths, in which I enjoyed that. Trying to give the kids who were incarcerated, a different view.
Mm-hmm.
Having been born and raised myself in the city, those same streets that they ran. I used to run. Not as hard as they did, but
Right.
I just want them to see that there's another way. So when I started, where it would lead me to, but I started there, and just blossomed into. I found that was that was really my calling, and so I said goodbye to corporate America, and have been helping at risk kids ever since.
Right. What do you think? Because I don't see a lot of males, or I actually don't know a lot of males that are willing to work in, yes, some of them as educators, but not when it comes to like special needs, et cetera. Like, what do you think is one, what was the draw for you to stay? And then what do you think is needed? Because we know we got to sprinkle some mental health in here too for more males to want to work in the field.
Well, it certainly takes the passion. It's not about money, because
Right.
it's not one of those fields where you can feel as if it's lucrative, I would say. But it's definitely
Right.
passion and wanting to give back, wanting to help out. A lot of our at-risk kids, whether it's female or males, but particularly our black and brown
Hmm.
males, they don't have that here, and they don't have that someone they can look up to. I tell people all the time, when I was in school, I saw African American men in the
Right.
building were teachers, and those were the ones who, kept you in line. It's
Right.
just unfortunate that now there's not a lot of, African American men in the school system. I don't know if that's just by choice or just, system design,
Mm-hmm.
that we do not have that figure, for our young black and brown kids to look up to aspire to be, seeing, someone there, on occasion with a suit on, shirt and tie, anybody can throw jeans and Jordans on, but,
True.
you try to give them a different outlook, and that versatility, that they can live that life as well.
Absolutely. It's so funny that you talked about that. I got to segue because y'all Smooth can dress his butt off. And so
Yeah.
he does go to work. We had the privilege of actually working together for a short stint. And so he does. He wears his shirts and ties. And, whether it was whatever the county was, whether the scholars look like us or otherwise, he definitely represents in that. And me, on the other hand, now that I don't have to dress up, I'm wearing the jeans and the shirts, and if I can, I mean, I will
Right.
still dress up sometime. But the fact that I'm able to dress down, oh, I love it.
Oh
But
yeah.
yes, he does like to represent and show them that it could go either way. And so, how long have you been singing?
Ah man. I've been singing all my life.
Really?
Yeah, and I get that question all the time. I've been singing all my life. Yeah, I grew up in the church.
Right?
All of us were born and raised in the church, and was always out front in the choir, angelic choir, Second Baptist Church Southwest, angelic
Oh,
choir, and I mean we used to literally travel all over the place because we had a dynamite youth choir, and you know, churches used to request us. And so, yeah, started singing probably around the age of 10.
okay.
Yeah, and have been singing ever since professionally. Maybe about 20 years now, professionally singing.
Mhm.
But yeah, and even those who were at Union with me, they were calling us, those that I see. It's like, man, we never thought that coming from Store Hall, singing in the bathroom, singing down the hallway and
Right.
in the dorm room, that now you would be doing that on stage and in front of people. Yeah, well, it's what I always enjoyed.
Right, absolutely. So you maybe want to give a shout out to a recording artist, Will Downing, who attended
Oh
the
yeah,
Virginia
oh
University,
yeah, no doubt.
and
No,
also Howard too. What's Howard's? I can't. What's his last name? I can't even
Al
think of
Cook,
it.
yeah, the
Yes,
pastor,
Howard
yeah,
Cook. Rest
yeah,
in peace.
rest
He
in
would
peace.
promote a lot of the events, et
Mhm.
cetera. And I know he was also a supporter of your, the gifts that you have. On
Oh
top
yeah,
of other people,
oh
they
yeah.
they have many years over me. You all, I just have to preface that,
You had to
but I'm
go there,
still,
but okay.
but I'm still very proud of my union nights. Whether you graduate from union or whether you attend the union, it's something about the bond that you have. All you have to do is say, I attend, or I went to, or I go to, and it's just like instantaneous support. It really is.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
So
And it's
that
funny
is
that you mentioned
definitely
that
true.
again. I would be remiss if I didn't mention it because uh, when we would see each other, Howard and I, we would always reminisce about. We had a little. It was, if you can call it a group, but it's probably about 15 of us. And
Okay.
during the Christmas holiday, we would go from dorm to dorm. Well, particularly to the ladies' dorms and
Hmm.
carol. We would carol.
Wow.
Howard would be right there with us, and we'd be sitting singing, you know, Silent Night. Oh yeah, we would have a good time on the campus with that. So
Wow. They didn't do that when I was there. That's nice. They did not do that when I was there.
yeah,
Yeah, wow.
we
That's
would have
amazing.
fun. Yeah, we would have fun with it. So those you and the alumni who were back in the '80s with us, they could probably recall those days.
Wow,
Yeah,
that's amazing. Definitely amazing. Well, you're gonna have to share this podcast with some of your union nights. Like even Charles Oakley, like we have every type of person at union. You know what I'm saying? There's
oh
some really
yeah,
good
oh yeah.
people there. Smooth knows a lot of them. Like this dude is popular.
Oh,
Um
Ella.
but he's so humble too. Like he doesn't act like I can't think of a time where I was just like, I felt like I couldn't talk to you or that you were above me or, with all the people that you know and all of the things that you've done, all of your accolades, you've never actually been like, looked down. And in fact, you've, booked me for shows yourself. And, what I'm saying? And we've been able to work together too, it's always fun, working together.
Yeah.
So I appreciate that and those opportunities and just learning. I've met a lot of people in karaoke that I did not know because of you that actually are professional vocalists as well. And so it's been a good ride to say the least, to say the
Yeah.
least.
Yeah.
Go on.
Well, I come from a humble beginning anyway. So,
Right.
one of 16 kids, so
Yes. It's a lot of them, y'all. A lot
yeah.
of them. Shout out to my brothers and sisters. I didn't meet everybody, but I do know a lot of them. So, I haven't had the chance to see them, lately because of all we've been dealing with in the world. But they have always, all of them actually have looked out for me too. So I appreciate it. Those are my brothers and sisters, and always good times when we get together.
Oh yeah. Oh
So,
yeah.
what do you think about speaking of music? I tell people that singing is probably 90% mental, if not 95, and then the other part is performance. What do you think?
Yeah, yeah. Mentally, yeah. And as in the profession, it's like most things. Um, you think you think the note before you sing the note.
Right,
Um,
right. How are
it's
you
that
going to approach
mental
this? How is
challenge.
it going to get there? Yeah,
Yeah, it's that
absolutely,
mental challenge, and if you're not mentally telling yourself that yeah, I can go there, then you're probably not gonna go there.
absolutely. Absolutely.
uh,
It's like jumping in that rope for double
yeah,
dutch. It's like, am I gonna make it? Am I not? Can I hit it? Can I not? And
yeah,
man, I don't know about you, but the times that I'm like, I'm not sure, sometimes, man, that's when I hit the stuff and I don't have
yeah,
it on recording.
right,
I want
right.
the recording.
You missed that moment.
Yes, I'm like, I just hit that note and I don't know if I'm ever going to do it again.
Right.
And yeah, sometimes I don't. Sometimes I don't get it. So, wow, that's true. That is true. And I think that a lot of people don't realize how much it really takes to
Yeah,
hone your craft,
yeah,
when it comes to singing. And I'll be honest, Smooth, I don't practice as much as I used to. I don't even sing as much as I used to. Um, but I'm so grateful that God gave me a gift to be able to not just be a blessing
right.
to others, but
Other.
also encourage myself sometimes,
Oh yeah, yeah. And it's also an emotion. Singing
Right,
is an emotion. You feel it. And then you sing it. But
right,
And I tell people that all the time. It's a lot of things I can do, but if I don't feel it, then I'm not gonna do it. Because
right.
it's an
And you never
emotion.
lied about that either, because there's times where I've been like, Smooth, sing something. No,
Right?
I
I'm like,
don't
nope.
feel like it. I'm like, dude, you're not doing it for you. You're doing it for me. Like your sister's asking you to sing. He not gonna do it. Not at all. He is serious about that. If I don't really feel like it. In fact, our favorite question is like, "Are you singing tonight?" When we go to karaoke, I'll be like, "I don't know." It's not that big of a deal, I think, for either one of us because we have been blessed to be able to sing so many different places, and we're okay with allowing other people to shine. And
Right.
that's not it's karaoke. I mean, it shouldn't be that big of a deal. But we know sometimes that's not the case. Not at
Yeah.
all. But yeah, that's interesting. So what else is new or challenging or like, on the horizon for you? Like what are you going to be doing soon? Are you going to be singing anywhere this summer?
Yeah, got some things going on, as they say, some coals in the fire.
Okay.
Um, been approached with my putting my band back out there.
Oh,
Do
cool.
some local work. So we're gonna hopefully start that project in the next month or so. We'll be back out there doing some things. Uh, as a soloist, I do have quite a few private engagements lined up, a couple in town, and then Florida,
Okay.
Ohio. So I have a few things going on. So yeah, and try to stay busy, but in between that, do some me time too. Because
Yeah,
summertime is
awesome.
my time, so I wanna get out and see the world. Travel,
Yeah, absolutely.
travel all around. Yeah, go see people and catch up with some family that I haven't seen in a while, and more importantly, put my latest toy on the road.
I know. Well, well, no, you ain't tell me. Well, if it's what I think it is, I need a ride. But we'll talk offline about that.
Yeah, we'll
Because
talk offline about that. Yeah, yeah.
I'm due some water. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm gonna say. I'm due some water. We'll just keep it in
Right,
that.
right.
I live vicariously through him, y'all. Like every time I turn around, it's something else. But I'm telling you, he's like one of the he really is humble man, and just a good dude, like for real. And I think most people would actually say that about you if they get the chance to know you. Um, he'll speak to most of you. I'm just kidding. He speaks to he speaks to people. He definitely speaks to people, and he doesn't. He's also very supportive. Like, Smooth has come when I was preaching. Kim and his wife come to hear me preach. They've gone to my shows. You know what I'm saying? They have
Mhm.
been supportive. Just never too big or too busy. And I think that that's what friends should do. You should
Oh,
support. Like,
oh
even
yeah.
if you're not on the show, you know what I'm saying? To me, it means a lot more if you're willing to come out and support when you're not doing something than
Mhm.
when you're doing something. And we both know some people who only come out when they're actually performing. We'll just keep it at that. But
Right.
that's not Smooth at all. And I appreciate that about him. So if you had to give somebody like some encouraging words, like for people, because even, you do a lot more than I do. When it comes to, I didn't want to really do a lot of things because of COVID. And I know it's nothing you can do, technically, except for continue to mask up and, wash your hands and all the other stuff, whatever. Like, how do you not focus on that and just focus on doing just the music? Like, even when it comes to traveling and stuff, like, how did you like mentally prepare yourself for that?
Yeah, well, the biggest thing is, Lisa, is you are quite familiar with, anything I do, I go in faith. I step out on faith. I know that I'm protected, by the blood. So I try not to worry about things that I have no control over. I just turn it over to God. And and again, I'm not going to, just be willy nilly and go out and do things. So I do have a plan of action a lot of times. But when I do
Mm-hmm.
go out and take on these different gigs and things like that, or go around people that I'm always conscious of, and knowing that, again, I'm blessed and highly favored, and so at the end of the day I'll be protected. So that's just my mindset. Again, don't do a lot of things that used to do, don't go a lot of places that I used to, all because of these uh
Right.
things that are in the world right now. But the places that I do go, I just trust that, I'll be okay. Of course, I'm going to have my mask on, I'm going to, wash my hands and, do all those things as well. But yeah, so, but that's the biggest thing, and that's with anything, you walk in faith, you walk outside your door, something can fall out the sky. You know what I'm saying? So, but
True.
you can't live in a bubble, and so you just have to put your trust in God and just step out there and do what you're gonna do. Because with all that's going on, you cannot live in a bubble, or um, commit yourself, in the confines of your home. You have to venture out, and so I would say, yeah, whatever you do, do it, step out in faith, and just know that, you're blessed, and God's got your back, he's going to watch over you. What's for you is going to be for you.
True. Very, very true. So, are there any other or last encouraging words you would like to give to the people? Motivate them like you motivate me. Like yell at them like you talk to me. It's like I'm
Yeah,
just kidding.
you really want me to drill them like no,
No, I don't. Y'all don't want that either, y'all. I'm telling you. When you get into
whatever.
that mode, woo.
It's
Yeah, I'm
called
like,
tough. It's
ma'am,
called tough
sister, not
love.
your daughter.
Right. It's called tough love. It's called tough love. But
Is
no,
that
I
what it
do
is?
want to. I'd be remiss if I didn't say, give a shout out to my union Knights, yeah, my
Yes,
BUU Panther crew. Yeah, that's listening
absolutely.
in. Yeah, it's listening in. Yeah, because that again, allowed me to, if you will, hone some of my skills, both athletically, and otherwise.
Right.
Bunch of great people that were there. That I had the opportunity to meet. All walks of life, and so certainly want to shout them out. Other than that again, I just people stay encouraged, stay prayed up, continue to stay safe and stay blessed, and know that again, if it's God's will, one of my favorite songs is "Order My Steps," hymns I should
Mm-hmm.
say, "Order My Steps," and so hey, at the end of the day, I'm gonna walk the path that He has for me because my path is no one else's path, and so. When you see me laughing and smiling and doing what I do, that's what's for me.
Right. Absolutely. Well, thank you so much, Mr. Robinson.
Oh,
I
oh,
don't
oh,
ever call him
oh,
that,
I
y'all.
know, right? Oh,
He
now
actually
we get
gets the
formal at
whole
the end
proper
of it.
name.
We get formal at the end, huh?
We gets the whole proper name today. But no, I appreciate you taking the time to speak with myself and the listeners. And when this podcast airs, I'll make sure you have it's forwarded to you so you can also share with your peeps.
Yeah.
And I appreciate you taking the time out, and I pray that you continue much success. I'm sure I'll see you around,
Yes,
um,
indeed.
in the future. In the future. And
near, near future.
yes, in the near future. And just thank you. And I pray that God continues to enlarge your territory. You are a phenomenal person with a lovely family, and I truly love and appreciate each and every one of you, um,
We love you
individually and
too.
collectively.
Oh
Well, thank
yeah.
you.
Thank you again. It's been a pleasure speaking with you. It's been a long time coming, but thank you for making the time to be patient with me.
Yes, no,
Being
thank
patient
you.
with me.
Y'all been waiting for him. Like I've been waiting, but we made it happen. Y'all, please make sure you follow or go actually visit my website, www.lisalgilliam.com. You can find me on social media at One Singing Lady, and that's the numeral one on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And Smooth, how can they find you if they want to reach out to you?
Facebook page. I'm James Smooth Robinson. Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so
Just,
you all make sure you look for him out there and book him for a gig.
oh yeah. Oh yeah.
And his band too, since the band's coming back. They're
Yeah.
they're fire, y'all. So hopefully I'll get a chance to step in again. I don't know. Hopefully he'll be a little bit forgiving. I had some snafus the last time, but I can own up to my stuff. That's all I can say. I can own up to my
You
stuff. So,
did. You did well. You did well.
well, thank you.
Yeah.
I appreciate it. I
Under the
appreciate it.
bright lights, you did real
I
well.
know it was a lot going on right then, but sometimes things happen. But
Oh yeah.
I did get some good feedback. So as
Oh
long as
yeah.
people
Yeah.
like it
Oh
and the
yeah.
audience is having fun,
That's
then
all that
that's
matters.
good.
There it is.
Absolutely,
There it is.
absolutely. All right, so well, you have a great evening. Thank you so
Thank
much
you.
for joining us, and thank you all for listening. One Singing Lady out.
Take care, sis.
All right, bye bye.
Bye.
Please note any comments made on this LLG Random But Real podcast by myself, Lisa One Singing Lady Gilliam, or my guests are our own views. They are not to be made or determine an actual professional or in lieu of an actual professional. If you relate to any of the topics, please seek professional help. Contact a therapist, a psychologist, any other mental health professional, or if it's an emergency, please call 911. Thank you so much for tuning in.